Alright. Hello, 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 hi. It is I. It's Say. I'm commentating for the first time in Tier 2, and we're here for the Bahrain Grand Prix for Tier 2. We had Tier 1 on Monday. Now it's time for the 14 drivers of Tier 2 to take the challenge of the desert of Bahrain. I don't have any notes. I gotta go get my notes. Let me get my notes real quick. What up? So, we have Julius Irving and the Red Bull leading the field out the pits. For Red Bull Racing, followed by Coxey behind. .4 kilometer circuit here. I don't know how much that is in miles. It's pretty, it's something probably. As Coxey will now lead us. He's on the medium tire. .15 corners here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Very low traction track. Pretty tricky to get on the throttle through turn 1, 2, 3, turn 4, and turn 10, turn 11 as well. This as Coxey is starting his lap, is followed by Julius behind. I'm not sure if that's his name, but I'm just gonna call him that. Okay, on full throttle, nice and early. Heading into turn 4 now. Gets on the power nice and effectively 29.333, I think it was, for the first sector split. I don't know what Julius Irving did. Heading to turn 10 now. Tricky downhill braking zone, easy to lock up the fronts, but Coxey does it pretty nicely. Bit of traffic ahead of Coxey, but I don't think it should interfere that much. It's actually off the track now, as Coxey's completely soiled the turn 11 turn. But he doesn't validate the lap. 109.2, as Julius has a better sector 2 split. As Coxey's going to approach the final corner, turn 14, or 15, sorry, and he crosses the line. 131.5 for the opening lap. Julius Irving half a tenth off the McLaren driver, as I think it's Villeneuve starting his lap. No, he's going into the pits, so it's 8th edge, 29.8. That's your banker lap. 1.6 clear Coxey. McLaren behind. Soy Loco crossing the line on the mediums. Goes 133.3. Red Bull behind. GP Collins starting his lap. Soy Loco goes P4. Alfa Romeo coming to the end of his lap. Dutch 88. Number 88 crossing the line now. Goes P4. 132.6. Alpine crossing the line. I think that's Vano. No, it isn't. It is Hoop. Yeah, Hoop could be starting his lap. He is starting his lap, as Vinny's starting his out lap with the Monza livery still on the Ferrari. Haas crossing the line now. Gingerbread man. Oh, Beard man. Sorry, Ginger Beard man crossing the line for P3 on the soft tires for the Haas. Mercedes crossing the line now. It is Northern Canuck. He goes into P2. 6 tenths off 8th edge was driving in Tier 1 on Monday. So he's got a little bit of experience here as Coxey heading into the pits now. And Hightower on the medium tires. Not the best of laps, 146.1, 16 seconds off the pace, but he's going to be redoing that lap. As Ace Edges come across the line, but I'm going board with GP Collins. GP Collins he's been cooking these last few rounds. As he's going to cross the line, goes P3, 131.1 for the Red Bull driver. Goes really well there as that's Dutch crossing the line. I think that is Hoop gonna finish his lap in the Alpine for the French outfit, crossing the line. Goes P3, replaces GP Colin, 130.7. Another a solid lap from the Alpine driver. Ferrari starting his lap. No, he's finishing his lap. That's Vinny going P8, 131.6. And just waiting on Hightower, Rodri, Vano, and Villeneuve. So far, Ace Edge is the only driver under the 30s. 129.8 is the provisional pole lap. Waiting on Hightower. Hightower deep into turn 14 there. But he's going to cross the line for a 133.2. Goes into P10. Beats Soy Loco. As Villeneuve is starting his lap. Vano's on his lap. Rodri is going to start his lap. Work to be done for these drivers to catch up to Ace Edge. Ace Edge, again, had a really good race, I believe, in Tier 1. Oh, I'm not sure, actually. I didn't pay attention to the grid. Oh, I just got a dope car. Sorry. I'm claiming rewards in this mobile game. It's Top Drive if you want to play it. Top Drives. Vinny heading into the pits. These engines sound amazing, by the way. I should turn the volume up just to annoy everybody. I don't know which one it is. I'm assuming it's this one. Fuck it. It's gonna bleed my ears, but all for the broadcast, am I right? Roger still on his lap. My god, this is loud. Vano crossing the line now. Goes P10, 133.0. As Rodri with a purple sector 2. As Villeneuve is going to cross the line. He's going to be in the 30s. 30.3 just ahead of Soy Loco, and now we're waiting on Rodri. He had a purple sector 2. Will he convert on this lap? Doesn't seem like he's going to be in the 30s though. 4th place for Rodri in the Alfa Romeo, 131.0 flat, just ahead of GP Colin. So we're going to be waiting on, as Vano invalidated his lap. Coxey's on his lap. A little bit of skirting on the exit of 11. Purple sector 2 though, 1.1 up on his lap. He says he's a Bahrain merchant, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen the evidence on this claim. But Coxey running out turn 15. He's going to cross the line. Just behind Ace Edge, P2 for Coxey. 4.44 is the gap between P2 and P1 now. Ace Edge sitting pretty comfortably on that top spot. As GP Colin and many other drivers are out on their out lap. Villeneuve into the pits. So Loco on his lap, 1 second up on his. As New Plays has joined us, he's stuck in Kevin Magnussen's car. You can tell by the number 20 in the helmet. Oh, it's number 19, never mind. Subtracted 1. On board with Soy Loco now. 2.7 out the pace, and he is the purple sector 2. Could be personal best, or it could be probably personal best. Soy Loco going to be crossing the line. Goes P2, 129.9. The second driver to crack the low 30s. It's the other McLaren driver. 3.4 found on that lap, and now Ace Edge has a competitor for that provisional pole. GP Collins starting his lap as well, followed by New Plays behind. Or Plies. We'll check in with GP later. We'll see if anyone's on his lap. Vinny's on his lap as well. He's just started. Brano's on his flyer. He might run out of ERS. He is 7 tenths up though. He's definitely going to lose time through this section. Doesn't have the battery to deploy. He's going to cross the line. Has he found more time? Yes, he has. 7 tenths. He kept it, but it's only P11 for the Alpine driver. He is on 3-lap-old sauce. 5 minutes left on the session. Julius Irving going to cross the line. He found a 10th in his lap, 131.4, just behind his teammate GP Collin, who's found a 2 tenths on his lap. So Loco is heading into the pits, I believe. So we're going to go aboard with GP Collin. GP heading into turn 14 and 15. Lay on the brakes and deep into the corner. They don't really want to get on that curb, and he's going to... He did what I did on Monday when I tuned in onto him. New Plate's going to be crossing the line now. What can the Haas driver do? P8, 131.4, just behind GP. Ferrari behind. Vinny clips, goes up to P4, 130.5 for the Ferrari. Northern Canuck, no, it's not the Northern Canuck. It's Hightower crosses the line. P4 for the Mercedes, 130.3. Times are dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and germs. Dutch hasn't validated, but he's on this flyer now. Vinyl as well needs to go ahead. He needs to go into the pits now. He's got 4 minutes to set a lap. Julius Irving retired from the NBA to go into the to F1. Sorry, he doesn't have the ERS on. He must have had a mistake. And now we're just waiting on a couple of the drivers who've yet to improve on their laps. As Julius Irving 7 seconds down. The ginger beard man on his out lap. Slow cars. Villeneuve on his out lap. Northern Canuck, I believe goes P6. No, he's going to start his flying lap. Never mind. Number 8. I just pressed the DRS button out of habit. What is wrong with me? Half a tenth down in Sector 1 for the Mercedes. Just 3 minutes left on the clock now for quali. And it's a nice turn 10 for the Mercedes. Has he found time on this lap though? Traffic will be intense out of the pit lane. 2 attempts found for Northern Canuck. Purple Sector 2. lap is on for Canuck heading into turn 14. Crucial corner to get the good run out of the turn 15 to cross the line. Improves by a tenth, lost that time on the final corner as it's 30.420 for Northern Canuck, just behind his teammate Hightower, and I believe that could be his qualifying over. Yes, it is. That is his qualifying over. Not enough time to get back into the pits and out, as everybody's heading on their out laps now. GP Colin, new plays, Julius Irving. The Gingerbread Band is dealing with traffic probably. Villeneuve also trying to improve. 8th Edge is out. We only saw him once this so far. Soy Loco, Coxie, Hightower. As Hoop as well on his flyer now. It looked like a solid turn 2 and 3. A little slow to turn 4, but he's found 2 attempts. Big walk up into the hairpin. Into turn 10. Another big lock up. But gets on the throttle pretty early though. Shouldn't lose too much time. It's going to cross the sector 2 split now. 3 attempts found. 3.5. This will put him up to P5 contention. 10 seconds left. There's a lot of traffic into turn 2 and 3. No problem, Dutch. That's the checker flag. Hoop is going to cross the line. He's found 4 attempts. Goes up to P4. And now we're waiting for the times to clock in. Coxie, he's found 2 attempts. Can he deliver on his lap? He's nailed turn 14 and 15. He crosses the line. Does he take provisional pole? No, he doesn't. Just a 30-point flat. Red Bull behind. GP Colin P8, half behind. Gingerbread Man, Gingerbeard Man, sorry. He's not going to be able to improve. Rodri, as well, not going to be able to improve. Soy Loco's found a 10th on his lap. 8th Edge, I don't know how much he's up. Don't know what car is that. Oh, it must be Villeneuve, actually. It is Villeneuve. Villeneuve, he hasn't found the time. He's going to have to, that's his qualifying over. Julius Irving, he's found 3 attempts on his lap. He's got to nail turn 14 and 15, though. And he does just that. Getting the throttle nice and early. He's going to be crossing the line. Where does he go? Goes up to P8. Beats his teammate. New plays just down in his lap. Hightower goes up to P3. New plays does not improve. Soy Loco takes provisional pole. Can 8th Edge respond? No, he cannot. Soy Loco snatches pole position from 8th Edge on the line. 3/10 improvement was just enough to take provisional pole and pole for the race now. I don't know why I said provisional pole. That's pole position for Soy Loco. 8th Edge just misses out. Hightower, Coxie, Vinny, Hoop, Canuck, Julius Irving, GP Colin, Rodri, Noob, Gingerbeard, Vano, Dutch, and Villeneuve in P15. .29.6 is your pole lap for Tier 2. It's the Canadian lining up on pole position alongside 8th Edge for the front row. Second row, Hightower, Coxie. Third row, Vinny, Hoop. Fourth, Canuck and Julius Irving. Fifth, GP Colin and Rodri. the 6th row noob, and the two hatch drivers actually. The what row is this? 12th row? No, 7th row. Sorry, can't do math. 7th row, Vano and Dutch, and alone at the back on the 8th row is Villeneuve and the Williams. Dry race, obviously, is in the middle of the desert. That'd be pretty insane if it was raining. I would like a rain race one day. Well, I don't think we've had a rain race yet for like tier 1. Oh snap. I know that Monza. That's all I remember. There's no more T-posing on outside the pit box or the pit. No more T-pose, man. What happened? They patched him, man. No more T-posing guys outside. I remember that. It was funny. I have a drink. It's burst iced tea. That's the drink of today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and germs. You guys gotta give me suggestions on some drinks that are worth trying. There we go. As the formation lap is underway. Two hard runners, Coxey and Julius Irving. I gotta take the drink. I got Cheez-Its as well, but I don't really like Cheez-Its like that. Oh, they're alright. Could be worse. Let's just stop eating. I don't know if it catches it on stream. 2-stop strategy is predicted. I mean, 1-stop strategy is predicted. Medium to hard, or hard to medium. But the safety car is always an opportunity. Always a chance in Bahrain. There's always that possibility. Possibility? Yeah. Possibility. I can't English. Hopefully everybody got the temps into their tires, because it is time to line up on the grid. Who could park perfectly to try to get the best possible start? Doesn't matter, just don't disqualify. Should be good. Man, what is it with these goofy camera angles, bro? Dude, these camera angles are a joke. Oh, Vinny didn't listen. What's that Red Bull doing? Oh, Dutch got disqualified. Well, parking the wrong way. Oh, never mind. Alright. No better camera angle. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights on. Away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix here in Tier 2. Coxie gets away well. Edge as well. Hightower doesn't get off the line well. Edge going around the outside into turn 1. A little bit of contact with the Haas and the Alpine as they all try to navigate their way into turn 1 and 2. Edge in. Start Loco going wheel to wheel, wheel banging as well. Moving at the back. And they're still wheel to wheel heading into turn 4. Soy Loco with the inside, but Edge slingshotting around the outside, but it's not going to be enough. Yellow flags behind, as they're still going to go wheel to wheel. Wheel banging into a virtual safety car behind. Don't know what happened. GP Colin and Julius have moved down a lot of positions as the race settled down a bit longer. Dutch with a great start, and Rodri with a grid penalty, or time penalty, sorry, for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know what's going on. It just started? Yeah, it just started. Don't know what the yellow flags are for, or the VSC is for, but we're going to get underway as Edge and Soy Loco get away well. Coxie trying to pounce as well on the opportunity, but he's going to be patient about it. Edge almost gets hit by Coxie in the rear. Hightower trying to sneak up on Hoop, but he's not going to be able to get the run, but he is on the inside. He is there. Down the inside, he's not going to make it stick. But Hoop is going to maintain that position as we enter lap 2 here, as there's Nordic Canuck heading to the pits, I believe. Yeah, Nordic Canuck could be with damage. Down, oh, deep goes Edge as Noob gets a 5-second time penalty in the pits. Here comes Coxie trying to find a way past Edge as he's had a poor run out of turn 2. Rodri and Noob Place have boxed as well with Canuck. A little switchback for Coxie. It's not going to happen though. Edge maintains position as Soy Loco is going to try to pull away here from the gap. He's pulled a 1.1 second gap as there's movement at the back as well. Julius Irving has gotten past the ginger beard man as big lock up there for Julius. I'm just gonna call him that. I don't know what his name is. Could be Josh or something. GP Colin trying to reel in Villeneuve. Villeneuve's found his way up to P8. The big gap between him and Dutch, who is 4 seconds up the road. Doesn't look like 4 seconds, looks way more. Meanwhile, big train forming up here at the front, 6th to 2nd. Vinny Hoof, Hightower, Coxie, Edge, and Soy Loco, who's pulled a 1.5 second gap here. So he's going to try to keep that gap as far as he can as he sets the fastest lap of the race. So far, 1:33.4 as DRS gets enabled. As here comes Hightower down the inside into turn 1, late on the brakes, and it's a big lock up from the rear tires. And he's going to get a penalty for cutting the corner, as his race just gets absolutely ruined. Honestly, probably not even worth a penalty. Could get that removed in my opinion. Shouldn't be in the penalty. He lost the rears and lost probably more than he gained. But he's down to P6 with a penalty now. Coxie almost loses the car. What a save there. Catching the snap of the car. And Soy Loco here is pulling away quite convincingly. He has drained the battery though. Most of these drivers have drained the battery actually. It's only lap 3. Of course, Soy Loco and Coxie on different strategies as well to not conflict each other during the race. But a safety car is needed for these guys at the back. They're really behind now. That Scoop is just going to get out of DRS. He's not going to be able to get it. Just misses out. Benny is going to get that DRS as well. He's going to pull this gap closer. As down the inside goes Coxie into turn 1. Doesn't do what Hightower did. Doesn't lock up the rears and down and move completed, but he gets the snap of the rears. He's gonna have that. No one's gonna have DRS actually. He's just gonna have to drain the battery to stay ahead, and he does just that. Moving at the back, Beard, Julius, and Vano all switching positions at the back for P11 and 10. Are slow through turn 2. Coxie trying to get this car settled down. It is wrestling him like a bear through these corners. Coxie just out of DRS. Won't get it, I believe. Yeah, he won't get the DRS. He's gonna have to try to gain that gap back. As Vinny is gonna close the gap to Hoop even more. He won't send it here, but he's closed the gap. More movement at the back here. Oh! Hightower is another moment into turn 1. Needs to turn up that front brake bias a bit more. He has it too much at the back. Turn it up to like 56 or 55. I think 56 is fine. More movement here. Vano and Julius going wheel to wheel for P11. They're going to let the Ginger Beard Man let away with the 1 point. As GP Colin got past Vilner a while ago, I didn't realize that. Sorry, GP. And Dutch now wrestling the car himself. Has Hightower big lock up into turn 10. It's common to do that. He's falling out of the DRS massively. So it's going to be Vinny against Hoop. Oh, Coxie has a snap out of turn 11. Trying to get those hearts to click, but it's a struggle here. Ace has drained the battery to try to stay ahead, and he's already out of battery. Soy Loco maintaining a nice gap from him and Ace. Coxie's going to have to beg for not an early safety car, hopefully a late one to benefit him. As Vinny, 6 seconds now between him and Hoop. Not close enough for send. So he's going to have to stay back. Oh, late in the brakes into turn 1. Don't think he meant to do that. Outbroke himself massively, Vinny. and now he finds himself 1 second off him, off Hoop. Still kept the DRS, but not what he intended to do. Could have been worse than it was. Oh, yellow flag's being waved. Hightower's around. He is really struggling here. Now finds himself in front of GP Colin and just slowly tumbling down the order. Oh, he spun again. Hightower around for the 4th time this race in 6 laps. It's become a pattern here. He's going to drop just outside the points. P10 for Hightower. Trying to get that car settled down as Vano as well. Doing the same mistake that Hightower did, spinning into the wall. I can't see any damage because this camera angle absolutely stinks. Hopefully he walked off scotch-free. Don't know if he did. But everybody behind Hightower gains 1 position as GP Collins closing the gap on Dutch, maintaining that battery very well, 71% for the Red Bull driver, as battery is so ever important around tracks with long straights, so he knows what he's doing. Speaking of Dutch, gets a 3-second time penalty, first of the race, technically, on warnings, not cutting the track. Because Vinny is still pursuing Hoop, as a gap has built between the top 3, all 2-second gaps, as Soy Loco is pulling away. Oh, yellow flags, that's Hightower again, out of turn 2 this time. Struggling to get traction to the car. Maybe he's overcooked his tires, who knows, but he is. I haven't seen someone struggle this much since, I don't even know. He spun again. He's not following behind his teammate. Down to P13, Mercedes. It's not looking good for the 2 Mercs. As GP Colin gets past Dutch into turn 11. Dutch trying to fight back, but not enough as he goes wide. As GP's going to try to pull away here. Got a 9-second gap between him and Vinny, who's still trying to pursue Hoop. Closest he's ever been here, 4 attempts. He's going to try to drain that battery. He's going to go for this overtake, and he's going to get that overtake before turn 1. Leave the space though. He does just that. Vinny up to P4. As Gingerbread Man gets past Villeneuve, who's had a moment out of turn 15, I believe. As Dutch trying to fight back on GP. Not enough though. GP maintains the position. And looks like he is going to keep that position. Hoop trying to get past Vinny, but Vinny just holding on. Hoop fighting the car through the corners. Lock up there. Lauren Canuck has had a moment with Vano, and that might be a safety car. It is. That's perfect for the medium runners because this is the window to Bucks. This is a free, easy pit stop for Soy Loco and the medium runners. Bad for Coxie and the hard runners because they're going to be forced to box onto old mediums or new mediums. Soy Loco into the pits. Ace Edge into the pits. Coxie will stay out. Vinny comes into the pits just in time. Hoop into the pit. That turned off that ERS though. He's going to be going into the pits as well. Dutch follows suit. Ginger Beardman will be staying out. He's going to stick with those old mediums. And he moves up to P4. Julius Irving as well stops to stay out on the hards. They're gonna be in trouble as Villeneuve goes into the pits as well. Northern Canuck and Hightower. No, Hightower's gonna opt to box. Northern Canuck opts to stay out. And he gets just ahead of GP Colin, which is gonna upset GP probably. Rodri into the pits, and Luke plays also. Unfortunate for Vano, he was doing all right, but that's his race done, and a penalty being served for the Haas driver of Noob. Medium tires going on for him as Coxie, your new race leader. Ow. Alright. Ace going wheel to wheel with so local for some reason. No snack break. Should be interesting how Coxie and Ginger Beardman hold up. Northern Canuck as well. They might be sitting ducks here. It was a free pit stop, and the safety car will be in this lap. There we go. Coxie will control the field, heading into turn 14. Not much time to get heat into the tires, as we're just waiting on Coxie to go. Safety car in the pits now. Getting rubble onto the tires. Don't know if that's healthy, but he's going to get underway as we go racing once again. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We go racing. Green flag conditions once again. Lap 11. We restart the race. As Coxie is your race leader for now. Don't know how that's going to hold up. As moving at the back, new place getting past Rodri in a tight affair there. As Soy Loco gets past Coxie. Team orders there in McLaren. No messing about. Here comes Eighth Edge. He knows the plan. He's going to have to get past as well. Sends it down the inside. And he's going to get through. Lost a bit of time though to Soy Loco. Julius Irving trying to defend on Hoop, but I think Julius is going to just hold on as there's been a spin at the back. Around the outside for Hoop, maybe. Possibly he's going to get on throttle way earlier. There was a spin at the back though, high tower around, 6 seconds behind Rodri now. As Hoop is going to get passed down into turn 11 down the inside. Does that nice and smoothly as I think GP Collins falling a couple of positions down. Gingerbeard Man, sorry, holding a couple people up here on those old mediums. Don't know why he didn't box, but I'm not the strategist here, man. Just a commentator. Who already alongside, not really. He's sniffing. You want to sniff, you want to nibble. Oh, and there he goes. Alpine, superior speed down the inside. And he's got the move before they even reach turn 1. But Gingerbeard Man wants to hold on, but it's not going to happen. Those mediums are too cooked to compete. As now he's hunting down Coxie on these old hards. Julius Irving locking up into turn 4. Movement at the back. You got... Oh, there's a spin. Rodri around. Almost hits the wall, but just avoids it. And rejoins the track in reverse. GP Collins trying to get past Nordic Canuck. He is struggling here to get past. As Gingerbeard Man. Oh! Julius is around. Kills the DRS line. What did he do? There's been a moment there for Julius. He falls down the order. Right back to where he was, but on those same tires. GP Collins goes up to P8 as long with Canuck and Vinny, I think. Here comes Hoop. Wheel to wheel with Gingerbeard Man, and he's going to get through before turn 14. Big lock up there. Soy Loco gets the fast lap of the race. These guys are gone. 6 seconds clear of Coxie. Coxie's strategy is not paying off. He's going to be tumbling down the order in a few. As I think that's Alfa Romeo heading to the pits. That could be Dutch. It is Dutch. Gingerbeard Man trying to make some sort of battle with these old mediums. A little bit of lag there. And a big snap. Oh, never mind. What is going on? Gingerbeard... What? Okay. Gingerbeard Man lets GP and Vinny through. Nordic Canuck is going to be no, he's not going to be battling. He's going to get through the Haas. Now it's only one tire runner on old tires ahead of these fresh runners. Coxie under threat by Hoop on those medium tires. Don't know if Hoop was already on the mediums. Could have been. But Hoop here is going to be patient, and he's going to get the DRS from Coxie. It's going to be one of the easiest overtakes that Hoop will do on this track. Okay, maybe not. He's gonna be patient here. GP calling down the inside, deep into turn 1. Can he get the move done though? Vinny trying to hang it around the outside, getting all over the curb. GP going wheel to wheel. He's gonna get the DRS as well. They both get, nope, just GP. GP is gonna get through into P5, into turn 4. Hoop still not able to get past Coxie, even with the fresh rubber. He's only getting reeled closer by GP. It has a little bit of a snap there out of the hairpin, sorry. I don't know the turn. Turn 8 probably. Hope's got to drain his battery here. He's got the pace. Vinny, is he going to go down the inside? It's going to be risky. GP leaves the space. Vinny not enough to get past. And GP gets a penalty. Bouncing all over the curve. Vinny's going to go down the inside, which he probably could have been patient because now GP Collins going to get the DRS. Yep, there it is. GP. It's going to be a pretty simple overtake. Here comes Norton Canuck though. Still on those old mediums. As Foxy gets the time penalty, as Hoop gets through onto the podium goes the Alpine driver, as Ace and Soy Loco are miles ahead at this point. Cox is struggling now. GP closing up on Coxie very, very quickly. 6/10 found on that lap. And already within DRS. And Vinny following suit as well. Lauren Canuck not far off, but still yet to pit. No, he might have boxed actually under. Oh, there he goes anyways. Nora Canuck into the pits for Mercedes as injured Beardman gets overtaken by Villeneuve, who's on his comeback tour. Onto the hard tires goes Canuck. GP closer than ever to Coxie. He's just got to find a way through. Oh, GP with a big snap there. And Vinny gets through, and now it's his turn to fight Coxie. GP will be hitting his head after that moment, costing himself a position and valuable time to overtake. He's still in it. Eighth edge with negative battery at this point. Soy Loco maintaining his. Hoop also maintaining his. Coxie yet to box still. Got 12 laps to go in this race. Well, 13 technically. Vinny also with no battery. He's relying on DRS power here. And GP just watching on. New place getting past Villeneuve. And Hightower's here too. No battery. Here comes Villeneuve right back at Noob. Oh, they bang wheels here. As there goes Hamilton past the Williams. That's George Russell actually. That's Noob. I think Villeneuve might have misjudged that corner massively, and Hightower sniffing the rear wing of Noob at this point. I'm going to this camera angle, it's way better. As these four watch on the battle for P4. Coxie is the prey, and GP and Vinny are the hunters right now. As they're just waiting for a moment to appear for these two to get past the McLaren. As he's gonna box this lap now. Coxie, enough's enough on those tires, and he's gonna be pitting. New Place also joins him in the pits for the Haas, as the Ginger Beard Man also boxes at the same time. This is a disaster class for Haas, as both are going to be double stacked for Ginger Beard Man, as Julius as well joins him. Medium tires going on for him, so a double pit stop strategy for these three actually, not two, because I think Ginger is on his first pit stop. Here comes Northern Canuck though on Coxie. Coxie still haven't getting the temperature on those tires. He's down to P10. He was P4 at some point. Yellow flag's being waved. I think that's Hightower. It is Hightower. He's had a moment at turn 8, I believe, as Villeneuve finds himself in P6. As there's a moment, I believe that's Dutch, who's spun around at turn 4. GP Colin now. He's got some work to try to reel in Vinny, who's in just a second in front. Hoop, 3 seconds in front of Vinny, who is 11 seconds behind. 8th, who's 3 seconds behind. Soy Loco, who's been absolutely cruising this race with 11 laps to go. GP Colin, no DRS for this straight, but he might get it for the second upcoming straight. As there's a battle going on here for P8, Rodri, Canuck, and Coxie. Oh, a great run by Canuck. He's gonna get past before the DRS activation. Here comes Coxie, choosing the wrong line, but switches right back down the inside. Coxie into turn 1. They bang wheels a bit, as Coxie's gonna get through on those way fresher mediums. He's up to P8. 11 seconds between him and Hightower. Purple sector to 1 though. GP only 5 tenths behind Vinny. That is for 12 points or so. Yeah, 12 points on the board here. Closest battle on track. Dutch might get lapped here. He's been lapped. Poor Dutch. It was going so well for him. As a bit of traffic for 8th edge, but he gets through. Villeneuve's cooking this in this race. Up 9 positions for the Williams driver. GP lost a lot of time through that turn 11. Coxie with the fast slot 132.9. DRS for GP. As Rodri's in the pits, Ginger Beerman gets the fast slot 132.5. That's gonna upset Coxie. Worked so hard for that lap. Many types of strategies going on here in Tier 2. Ones that I don't think you could pull off in Tier 1, but you never know. As GP gets past Vinny. It was a comfortable overtake, but he did drain the battery by quite a lot. Now GP and Vinny are pretty even on battery. Almost completely out. As a Hoop just 4 seconds in front. He says doing all he can, but still can't crack that 1 second gap between him and Soy Loco, who's just cruising at this point. Dutch behind, getting free DRS. There could be a battle forming for P6 soon. Villeneuve has been caught up by Hightower and Coxie. Coxie trying the best he can to recover from that late pit stop. Villeneuve with a plethora of battery here. So is Coxie as well. A lot of battery to show for. And Villeneuve could be absolutely eating up on this front straight. Here comes Coxey down the inside. He's gonna have DRS. He's gonna be able to get past Villeneuve with ease as well. There he goes. Villeneuve defenseless here as Hightower gets through as well. Down to P8 goes the Williams driver as GP Collins trying to pull a gap. He still has that 3-second time penalty to his name. And he's just trying to pull away from Vinny as fast as he can. Vinny starting to struggle here. Big lock up there. He lost 4 attempts there. Tires screeching for help. It's now Coxey is in free air once again. Or Canuck as well. Not far off Villeneuve. .6 the gap between Soy Loco and 8th Edge. 8th Edge has closed up a bit. Hoop has not. GP is logging in the laps now. Pulling a steady gap between him and Vinny. No Dutch with a 3-second time penalty. 2.5 the gap between him and Vinny. Or GP and Vinny. Coxey also slowly gaining. Don't know if there's enough time for him to produce an overtake on Vinny though. Oh, never mind. Vinny had a moment. He's around at turn 10 and he's going to rejoin behind Coxey, Hightower, and Villeneuve and Northern Canuck as well. He was having such a great race and he's one moment and it's gone like that. Now Vinny finds himself in P9. He was showing a lot of struggle, and that lifts a lot of weight off GP's chest as Hoop has now found himself in the pit lane. With 4 laps to go, Hoop has called in a pit stop for the soft tires, and that's going to show him down to P9, maybe even P10, but P9 for sure. As now GP Collins finds himself on the podium with a shrinking gap, but with 2 drivers behind with 3-second time penalties. It's not off the board yet. Northern Canuck is the closest driver without a penalty, followed by Villeneuve and Vinny. As Coxey's medium tires are really starting to click for him. Well, it was until he had a snap. Speaking of which, 8th Edge has now found himself within a second almost of Soy Loco, but Soy Loco with plethora of battery. 8th Edge with minimal, not even minimal, with none, 0, nada, negative. Houston, we have a problem. This guy has no battery. Oh my god, that lag was insane. And meanwhile, Mercedes scrapping about Northern Canuck and Hightower. No F's given, wheel to wheel. Hightower early on the brakes. Oh, never mind. Northern Canuck just fell 19 seconds behind for no reason. So there goes Hightower. Coxey could see GP right in the distance. 8th Edge trying to cook up something on these final dying laps. With DRS now, yellow flags being waved, and that's one of the Mercedes. It's Hightower, and someone's in the barriers. No, it wasn't. It was just the game tweaking. Hightower's had a moment out of turn 2. Here comes Vinny down the inside, and they touch, and it's the goofy crash I've ever seen, as they both collect each other. Vinny gets a 5-second time penalty for honestly a deserved collision. He caused that, and he got a penalty for it. That's the first time I've seen the Stewart team do something proper in this game. Now Vinny finds himself outside the points and in danger of a P12. Down the inside goes Gingerbeard Man, I keep pronouncing that wrong. Down the inside of his teammate and looking for P8. Villeneuve and Hoop are trying to go wheel to wheel, but Hoop with those fresher tires. Nord Canuck trying to cruise to the end now here. Coxey trying to reel in as best as he can. Ace Edge with literally no battery, trying the best he can to mount a fight on Soy Loco, who's dominated this race. Almost a grand slam if it wasn't for his teammate Coxey staying out. And GP Colin trying to bring it home. Meanwhile, there's a scrap going on here. Laura Canuck and Hoop are going to go racing for P5 as Gingerbeard Man and Hightower and Noob are going wheel to wheel as Vinny's gotten overtaken by Julius Irving, and Beardman's had a moment there, almost running the back of Hightower, avoids the collision though, but gets overtaken by his teammate again. Hoop has closed the gap tremendously to Northern Canuck. With DRS, he's gonna go for it into turn 11, and it's gonna be an easy overtake down the inside before the corner even gets there. Coxey has been closing on GP for the longest of times, but there's only one lap to go. Soy Loco and 8th are already on that final lap. Lap 29, 8th Edge can't do anything. He just doesn't have the battery for this. He's drained it all trying to get to Soy Loco, and he doesn't have anything to mount a challenge with. Soy Loco just deploying the battery he already had saved up. Coxey 2.8, he has a moment. Gingerbeard Man going wheel to wheel with his teammate once again as they enter the final lap of the race. As Noob is not going to let this position up. He wants those 2 points. Gingerbeard Man is just going to let him have it. Noob goes deep onto the curbing. And Gingerbeard Man is going to try to get him on this back straight. He's not going to be able to send it though. I don't think he has the tires for this. Gingerbeard Man trying to avoid his teammate as well. 2.1 the gap between GP and Coxey, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, up in front, it's been a dominating race for Soy Loco. He's going to be crossing the line in P1 for a Bahrain Grand Prix win. Ace Edge P2, waiting on the results for P3 as Coxey's closer than ever, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to try his best, but it's a 1.5 second gap between him and GP. GP might run out of fuel. No, he's good. He should be good. GP Colin, Dutch crosses the line, and P14. GP Colin on the podium. Coxey P4. Hoop will be finishing P5. Norman Canuck crossing the line in P6. Villeneuve, a great drive for him, leaving him 8 spots up, crosses the line in P7. Hightower, a forgettable race for him, but he crosses in P8, and wheel to wheel with his teammate Noob and Gingerbeard Man. crossing the line together, but it's going to be outside the points for Bierman. Hightower as well, down to P10. Julius Irving finds himself in P9. Vinny, a fall from grace, down, finishing outside the points, and Villeneuve driver today, I do have to agree with that. He cooked. What an odd podium of teams. It's a P1 for Soy Loco, 8 sets P2, and GP Colin, a great drive to finish P3, Coxie P4 after a strategy to forget for the McLaren driver. Hope P5, Lauren Canuck P6, Villeneuve P7 after a great drive from what was it, 15th to 7th. New Place P8, Julius Irving P9, Hightower P10, Ginger Beardman, Vinny, Rodri, Dutch, and Vano are your remaining drivers. Ginger Beardman with the fastest lap, but won't get a point for it because he finished outside the top 10. Oh, and my game froze. Oh, never mind. Huh? I just meant yeah. Not like that. Like yeah. Alright, while we wait for Soy to join, we'll start off with P3. GP Colin, congratulations. That is a spectacular drive. Hello. Welcome to the interview room, the cool down room, if you will. get your bottle of water, your unassigned seat, and welcome to the podcast. GP Colin, P3. Why did I get an invite? Oh, it's Lindsay. Never mind. P3 for you, GP. Spectacular drive from P9 to P3. How do you feel? The mojo's back. Oh, god damn it. What the heck is going on? Oh, wait. Let me check my settings. It might be me. Let me check. I don't know. It's not. Why it don't work? Why it don't work? Oh, this is so trash. I can't get the audio to work. I don't know either. I have all my settings to the right ones. I was like have to turn this specific setting on where it's allowed. It says mute, but I don't think that's the right one. Mute game voice chat. That's not the right one. That says mute. Oh, is this the one? That I that I my stream is dying. Well, unfortunately, chat, I cannot get these interviews to work, so you're just gonna have to imagine the interviews of them being happy or something. I don't know how to get it working. That's unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. GP, Soy Loco, Ace, all your podium drivers for tonight. All great drives. Ace gave us false hope. It was unfortunate. Gave us false hope. It was a one lap VSC, dude. It could have been worse. Could have been three safety cars. Yep. Well, that bombshell, it is time to end. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Tier 2 at Bahrain. Uh, your podium was GP, Ace, and Soy Loco in the McLaren winning car. Hope you all enjoyed, because I know I did. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Uh, See you next week. I think we'll be heading to Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina, deadest track in the world, you know. And whatever they do to it, it's not going to be good, but thank you to all the drivers who showed up here. It was a fun one, but as I already said, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I don't know if I'll be commentating again because I don't know. They fired me or something. They let me out for this occasion, but like I haven't gotten paid. I feel like I should have gotten paid by now. It's been 18 months. I'm joking, but thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in Tier 1 for Abu Dhabi, where hopefully we see another scrap between, I don't know, P1 hopefully. Hopefully not. I want to try to win. That's the plan. But good night, everyone. Everyone.